Hey guys, it's WACK, and today, since it is the final week of Call of Duty Ghosts, I thought I'd do something a little bit special, something I haven't really done before. And today, I'm going to be giving Call of Duty Ghosts a report card. I'm going to be giving it a final grade and how it was overall as a Call of Duty. I've seen this before, so I thought it would be a lot of fun to do. But similar to how American schools do it, here in the USA, you always get a report card at the very end of your school year that kind of reflects how you were as a student throughout the year. And I know some of us haven't really had the best of report cards in the past, but it's not about us today. It's about freaking Call of Duty Ghosts and how it was as a student overall. So we're going to be using the American grading scale, which is A, B, C. She wanted my D and the F system. That's what I'm going to be using. And I have 6 categories because, you know, 6 classes is on average how many classes you have in school, so I figured 6 categories would do it best to describe Call of Duty Ghosts, and the 6 categories are the maps, the guns/weapons, the kill streaks, the DLC in Ghosts, the longevity, which I will be explaining what that means, and overall how fun Call of Duty Ghosts was. And also, I'm not going to be kind of getting my full-blown opinions. I'm just going to be stating what I see and how the community also reacted. This is not my own personal grading scale because honestly, it would be skewed one way or the other. This is kind of how the community reacted. So you might think differently. You might think differently on how Call of Duty Ghosts was as overall a student. So instead of critiquing me or criticizing my own grading scale, leave down your own grades down below. Give Call of Duty Ghosts your own report card. You're a principal, now you can run the school. But right now, right here, right now, I'm the principal. And Mr. Call of Duty Ghosts, you have a lot of splaining to do because, you know, you didn't get the best of grades. You didn't get the best grades. But let's start out with the maps for you. Let's start off with the maps. And boy, oh boy, you could not have started off any worse. But let's talk about the maps and how they were at the beginning of Call of Duty Ghosts. And overall, the community reacted on how the maps were too huge, too big. Maps like Siege, maps like Whiterun or Whiteouts, maps like Stonehaven. I get those maps mixed up. They were way too huge for a 6 versus 6. Now, maybe if you had a 9 versus 9, that would be a little bit better. But the thing was, you couldn't play Ground War on the last gen consoles. So pretty much it was a 6v6, and that doesn't even count how many people leave the lobby. So sometimes it was a 5v5, sometimes a 4v4. One time, I got in a lobby. It was a 2v5 on Stonehenge. How does that even work out? That's just, it should not work out like that. And did I say Stonehenge or Stonehaven? I meant Stonehaven, not Stonehenge. So overall, I'm going to give the maps a D. They looked okay, but just did not flow very well. The flow of the maps are really important on how the game looks, so smaller maps would have been ideal, but the only small maps that I can think of was Sovereign, Tremor, Freight, and Strike Zone off the top of my head. The other maps, they did not either flow good or just were too freaking huge, man. How can you make a map so huge when it's Call of Duty? But let's move on to a little bit better category, which are the guns and weapons. Now, Call of Duty Ghosts did have a big variety of guns and weapons, a lot of assault rifles, sniper rifles, you name it. There's so much equipment also to use, C4 and grenades and all that kind of stuff, so it's not just limited to guns. And overall, they were somewhat decent. They were average. You know, the assault rifles, they were somewhat similar. The Honey Badger was overused along with the Remington. The MTAR was overused in some machine gun category. The snipers, they were kind of boring, at least for me to use. I mean, it was somewhat fun to quickscope, but the one thing that kind of just bothered me a lot was the IEDs. The IEDs were taken, I don't even know what they were. They were kind of like the Claymores in Call of Duty Ghosts, but the thing was, they blended in with everything because it looks like trash, and the whole maps of Call of Duty Ghosts look like trash. I don't know what an IED looks like with a bare naked eye, so I have to run sitrep, and even that, sometimes they hide an IED so well, I can't even look at the IED without getting exploded, and that's not even a word, but I just made it up. So overall, I'm going to give the weapons and guns in Call of Duty Ghosts a C, because they were somewhat fun to use. Some were kind of annoying than others, and someone they were, it was average. All right, there was some bad weapons and there was some good weapons. There was some bad guns and there was some good guns. Some that were really fun to use, like the AK-12 was good. The Honey Badger was my favorite weapon in Call of Duty Ghosts, even though it was kind of overused. But I digress. Let's move on to the kill streaks, because the kill streaks I feel like is the butter to the toast of Call of Duty Ghosts. We've all had kill streaks since the beginning of, since like Call of Duty 4. We've had kill streaks in every single Call of Duty, and that's kind of important because what do you want kills for? To get kill streaks. That's hence the name kill streaks. So the kill streaks in Call of Duty Ghosts, they're not even kill streaks. They're point streaks. So every time you get like a certain amount of points, you get a kill streak. Every time you confirm a tag, you get like half a kill streak. It's really weird. I'm just gonna say they're kill streaks. But, oh man, the kill streaks in this game from Modern Warfare 3, even from Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 to Call of Duty Ghosts, it took a step backwards. Where's the AC-130? Where's the awesome chopper gunner? Where's the Harriers? I know the Harriers were in a field order, but still, where are the fun and awesome kill streaks? Some awesome kill streaks from Call of Duty Ghosts were like the Helo Pilot, the Helo Scouts, the Maniac. The Maniac was awesome, alright? That's a good kill streak that really sets it apart from the other ones. But that's about it. The Guard Dog was really freaking annoying. It could teleport to you and bite you in the neck. 3 bullets wouldn't kill you, but a little scratch from a dog would kill you. Explain that. Explain that. So overall, the kill streaks I'm going to be giving for Call of Duty Ghosts, I'm going to be giving them a D. That's a little harsh, but overall, the thing that makes it a D, there aren't a lot of kill streaks. There just aren't. I'm not really counting this the Special Strike package, because that's a whole category in itself. But overall, there weren't a lot of kill streaks to choose from. Like Black Ops 2, you had so many. You had the dogs, you had the swarm, you had the what is it? The Reaper or whatnot. It's not the Reaper. You had the Lodestar. That's what I'm thinking of, is the Lodestar. You have the VSAT. Where's the VSAT? That's one of the best kill streaks of all time. But they left that out. You have the EMP. You have the attack helicopter. You have so many. In Ghost, you just don't have a lot. So that's why it's a D, because 1, it doesn't have a lot, and 2, they're not that good. They're not. IMS is really good, and that's a 5 kill streak. Come on now. Come on. What are you talking about? Let's talk about a grade that honestly Ghost really exceeded at, and that is the DLC. The DLC for Ghost is phenomenal. It's awesome. It's spectacular. Something that we haven't really seen before. We have seen in Black Ops 2, but honestly, Ghost had a ton of DLC. Not just maps, but also weapon camos, also skins, also emblems, also all those other kind of ideas that they came out with Ghost, and also the maps, also Extinction, and just all that kind of stuff. And they had voice packs. Snoop Dogg was in Call of Duty Ghosts. You name it. Call of Duty Ghosts for DLC, they had it. They had awesome DLC maps, and that's the reason why at the beginning the maps were a D. If I included the DLC maps, it'd be a solid C. But DLC maps are in a category in itself. The maps were awesome. They brought back other fan favorite maps. They brought back a shipment, but they kind of changed it. Whatever. They're still awesome maps, but the camos. The camos are what makes it an A. Oh my god, unicorn camo, sweatband camo, the flag camo for the World Cup, the the Gucci camo, the zombie camo, the punk rock camo, you name it. The camos were awesome. It came with a reticle, with a title, an emblem. The tattoo camo was my favorite camo of all time in Ghost. It was just awesome. The DLC was phenomenal, and it was awesome. In Black Ops 2, they did something similar, but in Ghost, they just went all out with the crazy freaking ideas. Ducky camo, unicorn camo, come on now, how can you freaking not love it? I'm giving it an A. DLC, I give it an A. It's a solid A. That's what it is. It's awesome. A+, A. It's just awesome. But let's go on to the longevity of Call of Duty Ghosts. What I mean by longevity is how long you can play Call of Duty Ghosts. How long are you able to sit and play that multiplayer game? Are you able to play it for an hour in a sitting? Or are you able to play it for 10 hours in a sitting? I remember when I used to play Black Ops 1 and I could literally play it for 10 hours straight. But for Call of Duty Ghosts, I could play it on average. This is also including Extinction, me playing Extinction 2 hours in a sitting before I just got off. I didn't want to play anymore. I just had no desire to play after a couple of hours. So the longevity is terrible. It's bad. Overall, it took me... I mean, at the beginning, I played a lot. I really did play a lot, and I did enjoy it, but after about 6 months or so, I start to not want to play it. I want to play a video game. I shouldn't force myself to play a game. After a while, after the last couple of months, it's like I only got on to play Ghost to try to get gameplay or try to get clips for a future montage that I'm trying to make. So the longevity, I'm going to be generous and give it a C, because of how much I played at the beginning. If right away, if I didn't like the game, it probably would be a D at this point, but this varies to person to person. Some people can play for 10 hours, some people can play for only 5 minutes. Me, I'm more in the middle somewhat, so that's why it's a C. It's in the middle, and I give it a C. So let's calculate the fun for Call of Duty Ghosts. How was Call of Duty Ghosts as terms of it being fun? And honestly, at the beginning it was fun because it's a newest Call of Duty. It's a new Call of Duty, and of course it's gonna be awesome because it's a brand new experience. It's a brand new girlfriend in a sense. You're getting a brand new start to a game, and it's freaking awesome. But how fun is it right now? How fun is it right now to you? Do you want to go play Call of Duty Ghosts? Do you have the desire? Are you watching this video wanting it to be over so you can go play Call of Duty Ghosts? I'm not doubting you, but I bet there's other video games such as Destiny, such as maybe even Titanfall, such as even maybe older Call of Duties that you want to play besides Call of Duty Ghosts. I can probably guarantee that a lot of people are wanting to play like DayZ, League of Legends, and Garry's Mod. I'm not coming at you, but overall, the fun year-round of Ghost, I'm gonna be generous again and give it a C. A C. It was average. 6 months. There's 12 months in a year. 6 months. Yeah. It kept me going for about 6 months. So overall, with all that being said, how was Call of Duty Ghosts? How was it overall as a game? Let's give it a final grade. After everything, after a D, C, D, A, C, and another C, I'm going to give it a C. I would want to give it a C-, but we're not doing that kind of grading scale. Overall, Call of Duty Ghosts was a C, possibly a very low C or a very high D. It wasn't a bad game. That's what I want to stress right now. That's what I want to tell you guys right now. It's not a bad game. It just wasn't my game. It didn't do its justice. It just didn't do its job. It had assignments it needed to complete. It had tests it needed to study for, and it didn't do it. Sure, it did come out strong with the DLC, and that's what makes it a C. If DLC wasn't that awesome, and the guns honestly weren't that somewhat decent, it would be a D all day. But because it excelled on those kind of things, it brought it up just a little bit. There were parts that I like of Call of Duty Ghosts. I like the guns. I like the DLC. I like the camos. And there's some things I do not like about it. I don't like the big maps. I don't like the IEDs. I don't like the flow of the game. But do I hate Call of Duty Ghosts? No. It's just not my favorite Call of Duty. And you might think different, and that's where you come in. Let me know what your grade is for Call of Duty Ghosts. You can use my same categories, and you can just use the final grade. Do you think Call of Duty Ghosts was an A, B, C? She wanted my D, or an F? Let me know. I really want to know what you guys think. I really want to know, and share this video with other people that wants to be a teacher / principal for a day, so that they can give Call of Duty Ghosts a final grade, because I want to know. I want to know how Call of Duty Ghosts pleased you and how it did its job. So I was being really freaking generous by giving it a C. It's, yeah, a C, maybe even possibly a D, around that corner, but it's getting a final C. I'll see you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully you guys are ready for Advanced Warfare, because I know I am. Hopefully it can do its job, because Ghost, you slacked off. You really did slack off this year. But hey, you did your part. You did your part. So I'll see you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your day, and bye.